everybody, Wyntr here, and we are playing on the TimeShot server. You're gonna have to excuse me because this is mostly gonna be a short update video because I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I broke my left wrist on Friday because I'm a big klutz. So, okay, we're gonna go out and just kill things or we'll go fish. We'll go fish. Supposedly there's a new fishing place, so we'll go do that. You might be asking yourself, if I broke my left wrist, how the heck am I walking? Well, I have remapped my mouse. My mouse is weird. It has it has the regular left and right button, then the mouse wheel. And then on the right and left side, there are these two little side buttons. So I've totally remapped this mouse. So the left, or the one on the left, yeah. When I hold it down, it's my walk button. So I can walk. Crap. Creeper. No go. So, oh, I'm gonna get into this story. Let's go to where the fishing hole is, because supposedly they built the fishing hole somewhere. We gotta go find it. Hold on. Nobody's coming. Let's turn on the music. It's really loud. There we go. Back. There we go. So, okay. Oh gosh, I'm trying to get situated here. I thought that it was going to mean that I was not going to be able to record anything, but it's more or less just getting used to being one-handed, honestly. Minecraft, I had to miss out on a UHC I was supposed to record last weekend because I'm really not coordinated enough to do PvP like this. It's just, I'm one-handed here. It's hard. I'm getting used to gaming one-handed right now. How did I break my wrist, you might ask? Okay, so the fishing hole I think is this way. I want to say it's this way. Let's go see. If not, we'll still fish out here. This does not look like a fishing hole. Okay. Well, okay, as you guys know, I usually go out on Fridays at work and have lunch with my brother. Every day. It's just what we do, you know. It's kind of nice. And so Friday he was going to take me out to see have some sushi because I've never had sushi my entire life, ever. And he's like, well, if you've never had sushi, you need to have sushi at this one place because they make the best sushi in town. And I was like, all right. I think we're going to Two Girls One Minecraft. This looks familiar. Yeah, this is not the fishing hole. So, I'm like, okay. So, Friday, I'm having a normal Friday. I tell my boss, all right, I'm going to have sushi today. And he's used to me going out and having lunch with my brothers. And we usually walk because the city we work in, you don't really drive anywhere. Parking is kind of really a big pain in the butt. So, you pretty much just drive everywhere. We're going to go fish just by the stables. So, I left work. And just as I turned the corner away from my work building, I was walking in front of the parking garage of an apartment complex, and there's this dude sitting there too. And I looked to see the dude, and then I'm not looking where I'm going, and I tripped over my own 2 feet. And I thought I was gonna catch myself, and I tripped again. So there's severe velocity right at this point for me falling. Okay, there we go. So I fall, and basically I came down on the heel of my left hand, and then I slammed my right knee down on the concrete. And I get back up, and I pull myself up, and it was just I was embarrassed because the dude didn't see me. He's like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I mean, yeah, it hurt, but dude, I just fell down on concrete, right? So, so it hurt a lot, just seriously. I was kind of in shock it hurt. But I thought it was fine, so I kept walking. I met with my brother in front of a restaurant, and then we walked the rest of the way to get sushi. And I was like, God dang, my arm is just killing me. I was like, I really did a number on myself. I was like, God, I hurt. And Coin, my brother, was just like, you okay? I was like, yeah, it just really hurts, man. And I joked, I was like, dude, I totally broke my wrist. He's like, I did that. He's like, you just probably jammed it. I was like, yeah, that's probably it. So, so we get there, and as soon as we stop and we're ordering our sushi, I just get really dizzy, and just everything gets really bright. Hold on. Everything gets really bright and I'm really warm and I'm feeling like I'm going to pass out. And I'm like, dude, I got to sit down. He's like, all right, sit down. He's like, you going to faint on me? I was like, I think I might. And I was like, my arm is like really hurting bad. I was like, I think I really, really hurt something. And then we looked at my hand and my hand was like really cocked at a weird angle. So I'm like, my brother's just like, I'm taking you to the hospital. I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I talked to my boss and say, okay, so I fell and I did something to my wrist. We're going to the ER. And he's like, that's cool. Let me know what's going on. So I get to the ER. My brother drops me off because he has to go back to work. And he's like, just call me when they find out what's wrong with you. He's like, don't die. Because that's the thing he always says, don't die. It's like, okay, try not to. God, it kind of hurts right now because I was kind of just like doing a lot of stuff I probably shouldn't have been doing. So they're like, we're going to give you an x-ray, but we're going to give you some painkillers because I was just seriously, I was shaking. Like my body was just shaking. I couldn't stop it. I was like just trembling. It hurt bad. Why am I not catching any fish? What the heck? So they gave me a couple oxycodones and I don't know, because I don't like taking pain pills. I have a very sensitive stomach. They knock me out fast. They're like, we give these to kids. I'm like, all right, cool. So they gave me those and I was starting to feel it, and then they went for x-ray and they wanted me to like hold my arm in different positions, and I had tears just rolling down my face at some of the positions they wanted me to hold my arm in. It hurt that bad and I was just like, oh my God, what did I do to my arm? So I'm sitting there waiting. They come in there. The doctor goes, so we looked at your x-ray. He's like, you got like a fracture. I was like, oh, so I didn't break it. He's like, no, you broke it. It's just technically called a fracture. I'm like, okay. He's like, it's a very big break. He's just like, we're going to have to, I was like, we're going to do a CAT scan next because they wanted to check something about my joint and see how damaged it was. I'm like, all right. So they gave me more painkillers because it was just, I was hurting bad. And it was just screaming and they're like, you should really be hurt. And I was like, I am. I'm just not being as big a baby as I could be. I was like, because, you know, I just go home and do that. So, we go get a CAT scan, and I basically have to, like, sit like Superman, like, on my belly with my arms stretched out while they do it. But I was so doped up at this point, I was just like, didn't care. It's like, I knew I hurt, but I didn't care. And then I called my boss too. They handed me the phone while we were waiting for the CAT scan, while I was waiting for somebody to come in. It's technically called a splint, but it's rock hard cast like. It's just open on the sides and stuff. So like the swelling, it's wrapped around my elbow, which is really freaking awkward. So yeah. Basically, I called my boss and I was like, wow, you're on some good painkillers. I was like, yeah, I know, right? And there's all sorts of loopy at this point. And they're like, you're not driving home, are you? It's like, yeah, it's got my brother. It's fine. So they gave me a prescription and they're like, yeah, so you got to call this doctor and get a cast later this week when the swelling stops. Blah, 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 blah. I might need surgery at some point if it doesn't set right and blah, 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 blah. So long story short, I broke my wrist, my left wrist. I can wiggle my 4 fingers, but my thumb is immobilized by the cast-like splint that is on my arm. Apparently, I'm going to get a smaller cast sometime this week, which is good because Ladies UHC is this weekend, which is also my birthday. I get to be in a cast on my birthday because my life sucks. You know, this is my first ever broken bone ever. Seriously. I am not joking. I'm almost 33 years old and this is my first broken bone. I've never had a cast in my life and it itches. Oh my Lord. Like seriously. And I've had 3 kids and I tell you what, nothing compares to the pain of a broken bone. This is just some deep-seated pain. I know people are saying wuss, but like, you know, that kind of pain is more like I can't explain it, but that's more like a surface pain. And this is like, this is bone pain. Bone pain is so much different. Oh my goodness. You cannot understand how this feels until you've broken a bone, I think. And now everybody's going to call me a wuss, but I don't care. This hurts. Today I have gone the longest without taking my pain medicine. I don't like pain medicine, honestly. I will go as long as possible without taking pain medicine just because I don't like the way it makes me feel. So, plus I wanted to play some video games and I can't if it knocks me out cold. So, Okay, so that's that. And the big news is that this week you're probably only going to see one episode a week or a day from me. Today will be TimeShot. My new schedule is supposed to be TimeShot and Skyrim today, but Skyrim, I don't know how I'm going to play Skyrim one-handed. Honestly, so we'll see how that goes. All of your series will be on at least once this week, but until I get a little bit better, I need to recover. And that means like not working myself too hard. And I do have to go to work still. So I'm going to have to cut back a little bit on YouTube. And I don't want to completely cut out because I love you guys and I would just be lost without you. So I hope you'll be understanding and understand that I'm just trying to take it easy, because the easier I go on myself, the faster I will recover. My new series is still coming out tomorrow, so look for that. I'm very excited about it. I'm very upset that I broke my wrist in time for it. In fact, we recorded the very first part of that first episode tomorrow when I was on a lot of painkillers. Well, it's just coming off the painkillers, and I was in a lot of pain that night. And I mean, I was in so much pain that every time I did too much, I would get really lightheaded. It was bad. So, one more. So I think with that, that announcement, don't forget though, this weekend I am still planning on being in the ladies UHC live stream. So look forward to that. I should be in my shorter cast, and so I should be able to have more use of my WASD fingers. I'm hoping. If not, I will just spend all week really getting used to doing this one-handed, because I can still, like, you know, do this sort of stuff, and I can run and I can jump with my mouse. I just need to really get used to it. So pray for me, or whatever you want to do. If you're not religious, send me good positive thoughts. Every bit helps. I'm going to try to recover as fast as I can for you guys, because I miss you. I miss doing recording videos for you. I really love that. That was so cool. I want to see that. I really love that clock you can see in the distance from Misconduct and Nia's little base. And I will see you guys all next time on the TimeShot server. Bye-bye.